I'm gonna come barreling through. I want him to hear it. Nick! Nikita! Nikita!
He's coming, he's coming.
Hi, good boy!
This is our male polar bear, Nikita, but we call him Nick for short.
He's using that big nose of his. They can smell up to 20 miles away.
What is it?
So this is a pickle barrel, and it smells like pickles inside, and he loves them.
We're going to use it for Nick's enrichment for today. Try to elicit some natural polar bear behavior of him stalking the barrel, just like he would stalk a seal out in the wild.
Yeah, good job.
He banged it up good. He killed his seal.
This is exactly what we want to see from him.
Oh, good boy. The great thing about Christina and I doing this is we can see that he's using all of his muscles correctly. He's using his mouth. Good boy.
Good job, buddy.
He's diving.
Oh, well, hold on. He might jump here. There he goes.
Good boy.
How big do they get?
So they are the largest land carnivore on the planet.
When he stands up, he's about 10 and a half feet tall.
And he can get up to 1,400 pounds.
He's a big boy.
Females are about half that size. So our girl bear, Anana, she weighs about 750 pounds. We want them to have babies. That's why they're both here.
Nick and Anana have been breeding for 4 seasons and still have not produced any cubs. So we are getting a little bit worried because since polar bears are in danger of becoming extinct, if we don't have a pregnancy this breeding season, there's a possibility that we might lose one to another zoo to breed, which would be great for the population, sad for us because we do love them both, so we don't want to lose either one of them. Bye, handsome. See you in a minute.
Nick is my favorite. I've actually worked with Nick when he was little. Thank you for coming back. It would have been really awesome to see him become a dad, so it's a little extra disappointing, but it's just really difficult for polar bears to get pregnant out in the wild and under human care.
Nick, I'll be rooting from the sidelines this year. You need to do better, okay? Yeah, you can do that. Good boy. That's it. You're finished.
He's pretty smart. Once he realizes the food is gone, he's gonna go take a nap on habitat.
First, we need to rule out if there's any issues with Anana, so we're gonna do an exam with her to see if she's fit to conceive. If she's healthy, we'll pair Nick and Anana back up again for another breeding season, and hopefully he can deliver this time. But if not, we might have to say goodbye.
This is our desert dome you see over here on your left. In our desert habitat, we have Kelly the porcupine. She is adorable, but trust me when I tell you, you do not want to pet her. It can be a prickly situation.
Kelly, come on, Kelly, let's go for a walk.
Come on.
There you go, good job.
Kelly is a really special animal for us because she gets to go for walks around the zoo. She's an older girl, so we need to make sure that she's getting the exercise that she needs.
Good job.
She's so inquisitive when we take her out on walks.
Come on, Kelly. Kelly, what's that?
She is in charge, and we're just trying to make sure she stays out of trouble.
Come on, Kelly. You gonna come this way? Come on, let's go home.
That porcupine is crazy.
All right, think she'll come in?
Yeah.
Kelly, come
Hi.
on, get it.
There she is.
I love Kelly. She's one of my favorites. She's kind of become everybody's friend. She meets the visitors. She's just really relaxed and easygoing. So we always look forward to training with Kelly.
All right, Kelly, ready? Okay, we're gonna start her dental training. Kelly broke off part of her tooth and gets food stuck in it. It can get infected. So we have to flush it out to make sure it stays clean. I want Kim to be able to do it, so on days that I'm not here, Kelly still gets that tooth cleaning. So this takes a little bit of practice. Come on, Kelly.
Focus, focus, Kelly.
You're gonna come back? All right, so we're gonna put this syringe right here. Just squirt, and you try to get to where that tooth is missing. And she did it. And she gets a little banana. Good job. I love training Kelly. She's very willing. She loves her food, so it makes it easy.
Look at her.
Rinse. Good. Good job.
That's awesome.
Yep. You're so fresh and so clean now.
Are we gonna do some crate training?
Yeah, because we are going to take her up to the vet hospital next week for her exam. I'm worried about what they're going to say about her tooth.
Kelly is an old girl, so even a minor tooth infection could be life-threatening for her.
If the tooth becomes infected, the infection could spread through Kelly's body and cause severe problems for her.
We love Kelly so much, we would all be devastated to lose her. All right, Kelly,
Kelly,
you ready
ready?
for some crate training?
Yep.
She's ready. We're gonna practice getting Kelly into her crate so that it's not a big deal on exam day.
Hi.
Hi, Pumpkin.
Kelly, crate. Come on in. Nope. Okay.
She's just going for a walkabout.
All right, Kelly, can you come back, please?
We're not going out there right now.
Hopefully she'll turn around and come back this way. Hi, Kelly.
She's just so relaxed and chill.
Kitty crate. Good girl. You gotta go all the way in.
There she goes.
Good girl.
There you go. So she went in the crate on her own. She doesn't seem stressed out. So that's what we want.
Good job, Kelly. Kelly's going home. Bye, Kelly.
She does what she wants.
See ya.
What are you gonna do?
She's like, I'm gonna go inside and go to sleep. Good morning.
Breakfast.
I love feeding my babies.
Here she is. Hi, Nana. Smell people? I met Anana on my interview here. Her nose kept going over to me. She didn't look at me. She just smelled me, and I fell in love with her. Today, Anana's gonna have her annual exam. Reproductive-wise, we want to make sure that everything is nice and clean. We don't want her to be sore at all. We don't want any infections back there. So we need that okay from JB.
Hospital 1 to Keeper Adams. We're on our way. Anana's not been getting pregnant over the last couple years. And production of baby polar bears is vital for the survival of this species. So I'm hoping to rule out any obvious reason why she's not conceiving.
Nana, come here. Come here, Boogie.
So guys, I'm gonna go anesthetize her now with the dart gun, but it's gonna be about 10 minutes before it's safe for us to enter that room.
Yep.
We tell you to get out of the way, just get out of the way. There's nothing in there that's more important than your life.
That's good.
Okay,
All
well,
right,
let's go do
all right.
this.
I'm going to get Anana's attention to make sure she's focused on me. Hi, Boogie. Come here. While JB kind of sneaks up behind and darts her. I feel a little bad about tricking her, but I know it's really important to make sure she's healthy because we want her to have babies. Okay, right here. You good girl.
Okay, so you can see where Sally is right now. So she's right inside of that stall. Sally has a really good relationship with this bear. But Anana sees me, it's bad.
She remembers different scents. She is one very intelligent animal. Good girl. Look it right here. G smells JB.
We're gonna go down there as quickly as possible, and we're gonna just dart her and walk away.
G smells JB.
She's been darted, the dart discharged. Kill these lights. So at this point, we can watch her through a camera and see when she starts to lay down. I want to make sure that she's completely asleep before I go in there. I don't want to get stuck in a room with a polar bear that wants to stand up. Let's start moving in.
This is one of the most deadly animals on park. There is that possibility that she could come out of that anesthesia. It's like they're sleeping and sleeping and sleeping, and then, oh, I'm up.
Drag them straight back.
Hold on. JB, give me a second. I'm not sure if it's a snore or a growl.
Probably a snore. Let's just get her moving.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
It's a lot of bear. She is well anesthetized, but here's the clock ticking. Those drugs only last so long. So we're now going to perform a full medical exam and try to determine why she's not conceiving a baby.
Well, it's nerve-wracking because we don't know what they're gonna find.
Kelly, got a blood pressure in front of me? 180, 106, 117.
In the wild, a polar bear will typically hide the symptoms of being ill. They want to make sure that they're not seen as being weak, but they're not gonna be able to hide it from our veterinarian.
Right now, Greg is checking her external reproductive organs. You're going to want to shave the hair off all of that area.
She gets a lot of hair back here that gets kind of soaked with urine. Baby, I can see an inflammation around her anus and around her vulva.
She's got a little urine scald, which has caused a little bacterial infection. We want to clean this up before we put her into a breeding situation because that's going to hurt. Okay, you guys done? Okay. Everything looks pretty good. So we've cleaned Anana up. We're going to be starting her on antibiotics for the infection. Reproductively, we've really found no reason that she's been unable to conceive.
JB has given us the all clear. Doesn't look like there's anything physically wrong with her.
So now Greg has the dangerous job of being in there as she's starting to wake up. Greg is still breathing for her, and we want to make sure that she's starting to come around before we pull that tube out of her throat. It's always a little tense, especially for these animals that could eat you. You can see she's starting to breathe a lot heavier, so she's starting to come around from these drugs.
Nope, she blinked on her own.
She's waking up. Okay. Kill these lights. She's waking up. Great job, guys. Now that we know that she's healthy, it's vital that she becomes a mom. Not only for herself, but for the survival of her species. So we're going to reintroduce her to Nick. We're going to cross our fingers that it works this time.
Batir, come.
Good girl. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Batir is 17 years old, and I really love her because she's so much fun. Back up. And we've developed a really close bond. Good girl. She really seems to really enjoy training, and she loves her treats. Sadly, a couple of years ago, she was actually knocked down by one of our larger elephants, and the result of that has been decreased mobility in her elbow joint. Turn. So if you look on this side, Pad, this elbow bends very nicely. And then on the other side, this elbow joint is not bending at all. We have been really trying to kind of help her along with some physical therapy and kind of racking our brains to figure out what we can do differently for her. So JB has actually been talking to an acupuncturist. And this afternoon, we're going to actually be trying out some acupuncture to see if we can actually help get some mobility back into that joint. Go. This will be completely voluntary for her. If at any point she is really uncomfortable, she can just pull those needles out.
What are you doing?
Oh.
All right, sweetheart, we're gonna just come up real quick, okay?
Touch.
So where are you thinking?
I'm thinking right about here.
Okay.
Acupuncture is an Eastern medicine where the body is mapped with different nerves. Now, this is well outside of my realm of expertise, which is why I called Tara in. This is what she does.
The closer you are to where the pain is,
Yeah.
the more sensitive the points are. I'm putting these needles at acupuncture points, which are basically bundles of nerves. It stimulates blood flow and causes an anti-pain response in that area. I want to place as many needles as I can before her patience runs out.
Okay, Jordan, you let us know when you're ready.
Okay. Lean in. Good. He likes to move around a lot. I do love working with Batir just because she is kind of a challenge. She really does kind of keep you on your toes.
Jordan's got to work with Batir to get her to hold still without her reaching around either smacking me or pulling the needle out.
Can you have her lean in again?
Yep. There we go. She's in a good spot.
So I'm starting around her elbow. I'll stick the needle in and see how she tolerates it.
Here we go. Batir is starting to reach back her trunk and investigate those needles.
That's my hand. Nope, nope, nope. Get your trunk down.
She's a little bit sensitive because she has pain in that area.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay, there we go. Oh, did not like that one.
Nope, 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 nope.
She removed it. There we go. Oh, did not like that one.
Nope, 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 nope.
She removed it.
Batir has this amazing trunk. It has 40,000 muscles in it, and it's extremely dexterous. Even though she can't see where these tiny little acupuncture needles are, she can feel them in her skin, and she can actually reach up and pluck them out with that trunk.
We have to come up with a plan B. We've had some experience with chimps where we've tried to draw blood, and if we
Massage the skin around the needle, it desensitizes the area. I actually put my hand on there when you do it. That way, like my hand is like distract her a little bit.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, where you? That's all right.
There we go. Good girl.
Batir's really relaxed right now. Now I am rubbing her trunk, and it's really almost just like I'm holding her hand. I'm telling her, hey, I'm gonna hang out with you during this, and you're gonna be A-okay with this.
The distraction technique is working pretty well.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Girl. Hey.
Okay, they're in.
They're in.
So Tara was able to get 6 needles in, and now releasing the pressure on the nerve for the longest amount of time possible.
For humans, needles are usually kept in for 20 minutes. I have not found a zoo animal that will tolerate 20 minutes. So if I get 5 minutes, I'm really happy.
Everything's up to Jordan now, so she's got to keep this young toddler of an elephant occupied.
I'm gonna kind of move her around a little bit, keep her nice and engaged. Lean in. Good.
You're doing really well, girl.
Trunk down.
Did we just take some more out?
No, she still got them off. She seems to be tolerating them pretty well.
Good girl, Batir.
This just shows you that level of trust that Jordan has with Batir.
Back up. We're getting close to about 5 minutes. She's getting over having these needles in her arm.
Whoop. And there goes one.
Good girl.
All right. We can take him out now.
Good job, kiddo.
There we go.
All done.
We did not expect 5 minutes today. Honestly, we came in really saying we'd probably get 2 or 3. We got all of it.
Batir, come.
They're going that
Good
way.
girl, kiddo.
She's a young elephant. She's only 17, so if we can get some more mobility in that joint, that's going to make her quality of life just a lot better.
Coming up here on the left, you're going to see our red wolf habitat. Red wolves are really shy. They are hard to catch a glimpse of.
So isn't it crazy that they like the rhino poop so much?
It's probably the worst smelling thing you could imagine, really.
In the wild, red wolves will use other animal species to cover up their own scent when hunting prey. Today, we're gonna try to stimulate some of that natural behavior. Oh, they're gonna love it.
We have two red wolves, Flint and Pigeon. Flint, he's about 4 years old, and Pigeon, she's 14. They're just friends that hang out.
All right, Pigeon, we're coming your way. You're okay.
Pigeon is an old lady. She keeps up with Flint though, but she's a little more shy. All right, I'm gonna put this massive chunk up there for Flint.
Flint is much more brave and outgoing.
He likes that rock. Hopefully he'll roll in it. Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, enjoy guys. Nice and stinky. I wanna go watch.
Yeah.
All right, now it's just the waiting game. I'm really excited to see Flint. He's always a lot more crazy with the enrichment. Like, he'll really roll in it.
The smellier, the better.
They can definitely smell it, so they're probably just like, some rhinos come through my habitat. It's like something's up. Gonna investigate. Oh,
here we go.
Here he goes.
Get it. Get it. Oh, yeah.
He's rolling in it. Look at him go.
It's really satisfying seeing them do the behaviors like they would in the wild. Good job, Flint.
The American red wolf is the most endangered canid in the world. Historically, red wolves ranged all the way from Texas to Canada. Now there are less than 30 left in the wild here in North Carolina.
But here at the zoo,
red wolves are a part of a species survival plan to help build that wild population back up.
You good?
Yeah. Because Flint and Pigeon are not a breeding pair, we've brought in 2 new red wolves to help with the conservation effort.
Curtis Kennel? Yep.
These guys are a little more wild. 1, 2, 3. We need puppies to be able to grow the genetic value of the red wolf and be able to someday release them back into the wild.
Good job.
It's a huge deal. I'm super proud to be a part of this.
Front to back to get through there.
This is the big day. We will be taking them down to their new home.
Could you open up the garage door for us?
They're out of their quarantine. They've seen each other for the last couple weeks across the hallway.
1, 2.
But this is the first day they're actually going to be together in the same pen.
Good job, guys.
These guys only breed once a year, and that's going to be coming up in a couple months. What we've set up here is a place for these animals to live like they would in the wild, and it gives them the best chance for successful breeding. Okay, we'll let them out together.
Releasing them is super exciting because you never know how they're going to interact with each other. Are they going to get along? Are they going to have puppies?
Curtis, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
We just got 2 new wolves in to be a breeding pair.
Releasing them is
super exciting.
Are they going to get along?
Curtis, you ready? Yep. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
They're running back and forth and scoping the place out. They're in a new home and with a new wolf, so it's a lot to take in.
So that's the male there. Female's the darker one. She's really pretty.
Oh, she's beautiful.
It's super exciting. You see how they interact with each other.
They seem to be bonding
hopefully they'll decide to like each other.
I always like to kind of imagine what their puppies would look like. We're just going to keep our fingers crossed and hope we get some in the spring.
Go make puppies.
Go make puppy, guys.
Good?
Yeah, you got the ring?
I got the bell.
Here at the zoo, we have 2 Arctic foxes, Rizzo and Kaneki. Rizzo is extremely smart and is a little mischievous. She definitely gets into things that she's not supposed to. She digs a lot, creating a disaster in the mud. I love her. She is fantastic. We have a really good relationship.
Kaneki is the younger baby brother. He always steals things from Rizzo. He's always kind of bothering her a little bit, but he's really intelligent and he loves to train when you can get him focused. Arctic foxes are extremely nervous and skittish by nature. They have to get used to large crowds, so we do training sessions to kind of just get them familiar with different faces. We're gonna sit on the outside perimeter of the fence and we're gonna call them to us. Ready? Look! Hi!
Hi, gorgeous.
Shape?
Oh, so good. Coming to the fence helps us to get them more and more comfortable with people. We can get eyes on their entire bodies to make sure that they're healthy. She looks really good. If they're comfortable with other people being around, our veterinarians can see them too. Oh. Target. All right, I'm finished. All right. You did so good. I'm so proud of you.
Kelly. Kelly. Today is Kelly's annual exam. Hopefully she'll just walk right into her crate and we can put her on the van and take her to the hospital. Let's go. Come on. We gotta go to the hospital. Great. Come on, Kel. Kelly, great. Good girl.
There you go. Good girl, Kelly.
Now I'm getting a little nervous. She does have these ongoing problems with her teeth, and it could be life-threatening for Kelly, so there's that little bit of concern. All right, Kelly, we're here.
Kelly is pretty charismatic. She's sweet and her quills are always down, so everybody here loves Kelly. I've just given Kelly an anesthetic injection. She'll probably take a few minutes to fall asleep.
Okay, we're good. With the annual exams, first you want to get them steady under anesthesia, and then they usually have a list of things they do, and one of those is looking at her teeth.
Trying to see what her oxygen level is. Pulse ox is reading 90 with a heart rate of 92. Her respiratory rate's just a little bit low. So we're just working on getting her intubated and getting that trach tube down her trachea.
Blade is just big when it gets back there. It's quite difficult to intubate a porcupine. Their jaws don't open very wide and their airway is quite far back. No, this is too big.
She's just coughing from the tracheal irritation.
They're having a little trouble getting the tube in her mouth. It's always kind of uncomfortable, and the animals cough a little bit. I'm getting a little nervous.
You certainly feel the eyes of the keepers on you. I need to get Kelly intubated as quickly as possible so that she can remain stable. I need to get Kelly intubated so that she can remain stable.
All right, do you want to try one more time with the smaller tube? There we go. Okay,
Now take your wire out. There we go.
I'm so relieved that Greg got the tube in and now she's stable.
Oxygen's good, heart rate's good.
Now, fingers crossed that her teeth are okay.
She has some issues with dental disease that we really want to keep an eye on. There's a little bit of food kind of wedged in back there. The gum line around the teeth looks a little bit inflamed. Just kind of cleaning the teeth a little bit. Hopefully that can relieve some of her discomfort. Kelly fractured one of her teeth, and that's caused the rest of her teeth to begin to grow abnormally. When they get overgrown, they can get infections that set in. So I'm using a rotating file to file down Kelly's teeth into a more normal shape. I think that looks better.
Ready to go.
Let's get her disconnected from everything.
There's a little breath.
Here we go.
Hi, sweetie.
Kelly's waking up from her anesthesia pretty well, so that's a relief. Once they reach a certain age, there's always in the back of our heads that maybe she does have some issues that could be life-threatening, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Right now, Kelly's quality of life is pretty good. She still has a good appetite. She's very interactive with her trainers, and those are the things that we're really happy to see.
I'm just so relieved that she's gonna be okay.
Today I'm coming down to check on 2 of our newer wolves. We gave them names Piglet and Jewel. Every pen has at least 2 den boxes in it. That gives the wolves an option if they want to be near the other wolf. What we're really hoping for is that they're sharing a den box. That will give us an idea if they've bonded. A lot of people ask me, wouldn't you rather work with an elephant or a giraffe? I think this is even more special, helping save their population in the wild. All right, let's see if anybody's in this first box. I'll do a little tap tap to see if anybody comes running out. Nobody's in this one. Time to check the next one. Oh, that's Piglet. Awesome. So that's great. They're both in the same box together. So that's a great sign. And they're actually sticking together while they're running. It shows that they're bonded to each other as a pack. You can definitely see where 2 wolves have been laying in here. And they're cuddling up together, and hopefully that will mean that they'll make a good breeding pair. This was an awesome day. We had 2 wolves in the same den together. All we can hope for is to check back here soon and look for some puppies.
Hey, buddy. Hi, you girl. Where's the good boy? Everything has gone smoothly with Anana's exams, and Nick seems perfectly fine as well. So today, he gets to see his lady up close and personal. We get them accustomed to one another before they have total physical contact with one another. So they'll be able to touch each other's noses, sniff each other. He is twice her size, so he does have the ability to hurt her. So we want to make sure that everything is safe.
Nikita, we need to have a pep talk. You need to be nice to your girl. Chocolate and flowers.
You. You're so handsome. It's been a year since they've seen each other. He's showing us the signs that he wants to be near her. Chuffing and roaring, drooling. Hopefully this will go really well and we'll be able to introduce them completely during the mating season.
It's really important for us to be able to breed these guys because they're going through a tough time in the wild.
Hopefully there'll be some offspring this year.
Gosh, wouldn't that be wonderful?
He's like, I'm ready, let's go. Let's go. See you in a minute. Nana, come here. Hi, Boogie. Come here, Boogie. Girl. We are really hoping that the 5th breeding season is the lucky one, because if not, we may have to replace Nick with another male, which would be really sad. Guess what? You get to see Boy Bear.
You guys stand your ground. Be confident. Strong, independent woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. After we finish giving her a nice little snack, we are going to slowly open the doors, and there's going to just be that mesh in between them. And hopefully we'll get to see some really good interactions. You ready? Ready to see your boy? Good girl, Nana. All right, be good.
Are we ready?
Hydraulics are on. I'm gonna open B8 first.
Okay.
Here he comes. Good boy. Oh. It's been a year since they've seen each other. Here he comes.
Good boy.
Good boy. Oh. He's pouncing and banging on things, using that polar bear instinct to get to his girl. Good baby. And he's roaring, he's chuffing. They are talking to each other. She's answering him a little bit. He's being a perfect gentleman. Good boy. She didn't run away once. It was a great introduction. They mouthed at one another. She had her nose through the mesh. Everything was perfect. It shows us that we'll be ready to introduce them physically with no barrier in between them during the mating season.
So I just heard from Alexis, and she thinks that our newest red wolf may have just given birth. And if that's the case, that's excellent news. North Carolina is the only place that you will find red wolf in the wild. If we weren't taking care of the red wolves, we would not have red wolves in North America. And I want to be able to take my grandchildren out into the wild and see these animals. So it warms my heart to know that we're saving species right here in our backyard. Here we have some puppies.
I think so. Mom's been showing a lot of signs.
We've been keeping an eye on Piglet to see if she's potentially pregnant, and her belly's getting pretty big. She's spending a lot of time in one of the boxes. We're right about that time where she'd probably be giving birth.
All right. You ready?
Yep. Look at that. Mom and Dad are circling. They're nervous.
They'll actually do that to try to distract us from their puppies.
They're protective parents, so we want to make sure that we're safe and they're not going to sneak up around the backside of us. Guy and Kelly are going to keep an eye on Mom and Dad while Alexis and I lift the lid up. Ready? Ah, very cute.
Oh my gosh.
There are 5 puppies in the box.
They're all kind of bundled together.
Some of them are kind of wiggling around, and you can hear little tiny noises. So cute.
All of their eyes are closed. They're probably only about a day old. That first 24 to 48 hours, that's going to be a really critical time for the pups.
Awesome.
We need to make sure there's no genetic abnormalities that would cause them to have difficulties nursing, because they're not going to survive. Okay, first one is a little girl.
Okay.
We need to make sure they don't have a cleft palate.
JB giving this health check to the pups is crucial to the species' survival. And as long as we're quick, new parents Piglet and Jewel shouldn't be too stressed.
Good. Give us another one.
Oh, you feel chunky.
Want to make sure that the heart sounds good to make sure there's no abnormalities. Okay.
Getting to see these newborn, critically endangered red wolves is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
You look great.
They are so important to the future of the red wolf population. These puppies are little heroes.
We have 2 girls and 3 boys. All of them look really, really healthy, and they all have big, tight, full bellies, which means they've been nursing.
I am so happy that they're healthy. As a huge relief.
I think now we're letting Mom come back in here and let these guys rest.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's really important that the zoo takes part in conservation programs, and this one is right in our backyard. There's not a lot of red wolves out there, so every individual counts.
Today's a big day. We're going to introduce Nick and Anana. They have not been together for almost a year.
Come on, Nick. Good boy. That's a good bear.
Hi, handsome. Now we're gonna open up the doors and they're gonna have full access to one another.
He's coming, Nana.
It's a little nerve-wracking because maybe we just didn't read those signs right. He's twice her size, so we have a few water hoses hooked up just in case anything gets a little too aggressive.
They're out. Here he comes. It looks like he's hot on her tail.
What he's doing right now is a guarding behavior. In the wild, he would stay behind her to make sure no other males are going to come anywhere near her. She's running up the hill. Nice following her this time. Normally stays down here. Every single season, they both learn a little bit more about what they're supposed to do. This is probably the calmest they've ever been. I love it when they're together. She's all flirty. Nick, go get her. She's flirting with you. This is amazing. They're mating already. Honeymoon time. Make the babies.
I love breeding season. You guys are so cute.
This introduction was fantastic. She seemed calm whenever they were breeding. He was excited, but he wasn't as intense as he has been. Okay, let's give these guys some privacy. These bears are like our children. They're our family. For Anana to be pregnant would be absolutely amazing. We really hope that they have cubs. It is really important for the survival of their species. And this might be Nick's last shot at being a dad.